Turkey's foreign minister has cancelled his visit to the U.S. at the very last minute, apparently to attend a National Security Council meeting in Ankara on Wednesday. That is amid media reports that the visit was to focus on Fethullah Gulen, a U.S.-based Islamic cleric and key suspect in Friday's attempted coup. It has sparked a major rift between Ankara and Washington, as RT's Gayane Chichikan reports.
The attempted coup may throw Turkey's fragile deals with the West out the window. Accusations and tacit threats fly in all directions. The Turkish government accuses U.S.-based cleric Fethullah Gulen of organizing the coup and demands that the U.S. extradite him.
The nation supporting this person is not a friend of Turkey. It is an open enemy of Turkey.
Other members of the Turkish government say the U.S. will be blamed for the coup attempt if it does not hand over Fethullah Gulen. The U.S. tells Turkey, send your evidence and we'll consider.
We think it's irresponsible to have accusations of American involvement. We've never had a formal request for extradition, and we have always said, give us the evidence, show us the evidence.
For months now, U.S. and European officials have struggled to keep up the appearance of a good relationship, while Turkey called U.S.-backed Kurdish forces in Syria terrorists and was consistently accused of trampling on democracy. Despite all of this, Turkey remained an ally as it let the U.S. run its anti-ISIL operations from the Incirlik military base and promised the EU to keep refugees out of Europe.
Turkey is a NATO ally.
Friend and a NATO ally. Such a key partner.
The irregular flow of migrants along the Western Balkan route have now come to an end.
I think in a heartbeat it would have been able to seamlessly move on from Erdogan to a more pliant or a more credible alternative. For the Americans, democracy is a smokescreen. It's really about governments that they can work with, that are willing to maintain their interests and their objectives in any given region.
Having an unstable Turkey is certainly not what they want. They don't want an overly belligerent Turkish government, but by the same token, they certainly don't want an unstable one. And so certainly, you know, Turkey having the largest standing army, of course, in NATO, is a source of concern in such cases as what we're seeing.
Having arrested thousands in connection with the failed coup, the Turkish president is now considering implementing death penalty for the plotters. The EU signals that this may be the end of Turkey's path to become part of the EU.
No country can become a EU member state if it introduces that penalty.
U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, too, tried to rein in the Turkish president by suggesting that his country's NATO membership may be reconsidered.
NATO also has a requirement with respect to democracy, and NATO will indeed measure very carefully what is happening.
Even before the coup attempt, U.S. and European officials were consistently asked one question: is Turkey really an ally? They were seen by many as paying lip service to the relations when they said yes. But the recent attempted coup seems to have blown the lid off the brewing conflict. In Washington, I'm Gayane Chichikan, RT.
Following the coup attempt, Ankara suspended U.S.-led airstrikes against Islamic State from its Incirlik airbase. Turkish authorities have also arrested the base's Turkish commander with numerous officers, accusing them of complicity in the attempted overthrow. The U.S. stations thousands of NATO troops at the facility, as well as holding dozens of nuclear warheads. However, Washington says it can still conduct anti-ISIL operations without the Incirlik base.
Incirlik is obviously an important part of our military campaign, and we've used it very effectively. We were able to conduct the campaign previously without having Incirlik. We have the ability to adjust our operations in such a way that we can account for problems or delays there.
Right up next here on RT International, a crosstalk debating China rejecting a tribunal's landmark ruling over its territorial claims as America continues to send in its Navy. Details coming up.